Hello everyone, welcome to Sunday Anime Chat. I am your host, Pop Culture Mechanic, but you can call me Pop for short. Well, here we are again, Sunday, and as you know, I'm going to continue on with the romance theme of Valentine's. But first, as we so often do, I will check out the news of the week, courtesy of the Anime News Network. Let's go like this, and let's get into it. What are the headlines from last week? Bradio Taichi Mukai perform new themes for Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush anime. Okay. Oshi no Ko anime posts theatrical trailer with the Yosasobi's opening song new cast member. I Got a Cheat Skill in Another World TV anime's main promo video reveals April 6th premiere. Why is this on here 3 times? Here, here, and here. That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, slated for spring 2024. The grand finale screening of That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, Scarlet Bond. That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime franchise gets 3-episode original anime, 10th anniversary story. I don't watch Reincarnated as a Slime. I don't know if I should, but it's not something I've gotten into. Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon mobile action RPG posts introduction trailer? Mobile action, so that means it's going to be on your phone, I think. Junichi Suabe, Fumiko Orikasa join Trigun Stampede anime. So good for news for all you Trigun Stampede fans. Viz Media's YouTube channel adds Death Note, Inuyasha, Hunter x Hunter, more anime. Yeah, I'd heard something about this. Mr. Osomatsu, Naruto, Sailor Moon, Excel World, Tiger and Bunny, K, Infinity Force, Mazinger Z stream on YouTube channel. Viz Media announced on its blog on Thursday that it was streaming the following anime titles on its YouTube channel for free. Death Note, all the episodes, Inuyasha, complete series and movies, Hunter x Hunter, episodes 1 to 148, Mr. Osomatsu, seasons 1 and 2, Naruto, episodes 1 to 220. By the way, there's about 80 episodes of filler in Naruto, so you can probably skip quite a big chunk of that, because filler, ugh, man, that had to be the worst to live through. They're doing also Sailor Moon, the entire anime. Channel's also streaming the following movies: Excel World, Infinite Burst, Tiger and Bunny the movie, The Beginning, Tiger and Bunny the movie, The Rising, K, Missing Kings, Infinity Force, the movie, Farewell Friend, and Mazinger Z Infinity. Viz Media's website removed its free Hulu embedded streams of anime episodes in October 2020. Viz previously offered free streams via Hulu for several of its licensed anime, including Boruto, Naruto Next Generations, Naruto, One Punch Man, Bleach, Sailor Moon, Hunter x Hunter, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Death Note, Inuyasha, and Ranma 1/2. Okay, well, good on Viz, putting up anime on YouTube. So it's all nice and legal, everybody can watch it and have a good time. Maybe see some that they haven't seen before. The Angel Next Door Spoils Me Rotten Anime posts 2 new videos. Japan's video game, yes, Japan's video game rankings. Let's have a look here. Oh, wow. It's the first time I've seen in a while that the Nintendo Switch is not in the #1 spot. The PS5 with Hogwarts Legacy. 67,196 copies. That's just in Japan, though, so I'd like to see the numbers for American and North American numbers for that game. Okay, back to the Switch now. Number 2 is Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Splatoon 3, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Minecraft. Oh, at number 6, Fire Emblem Engage. I've seen quite a few people playing this game, and it looks pretty good. Turn-based strategy, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. At number 7, Nintendo Switch Sports, followed by Mario Party Superstars. Oh, then a PS5 title, Gran Turismo 7. Then back to the Switch with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Then Story of Seasons, A Wonderful Life. Momotaro Densetsu. Animal Crossing New Horizons, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Dragon Quest Treasures. Another PS5 game, Horizon Forbidden West. Now, why is that coming back? That's been out for quite a while now. Horizon Forbidden West. Huh. Okay. After that is Ring Fit Adventure, and then Sekai no Asoba Taisen 51. Once again, another PS5 game, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition. And Kirby and the Forgotten Land rounds out the list at number 20. That's all right. Let's see here. Here's the Japanese animation TV ranking. What do we got here? Live action Thermae Rome film earns 6.8%. The live action Thermae Rome film based on Mari Yamazaki's manga aired on Fuji TV on Saturday, February 11th at 9 p.m. and it earned a 6.8% rating. Once again, Saze-san is at the top, followed by Detective Conan, Chibi Maruko-chan, and One Piece hanging in there in the middle of the pack. My Hero Academia Season 6, Doraemon, Soaring Sky Pretty Cure, Crayon Shin-chan, Oshiri Tantai, and Pokemon Master Journeys, the series. Okay. And that's just from the Kanto region of Japan. But still, some good shows on there. Continuing on, Level 1 Demon Lord and One Room Hero TV anime reveals promo video, theme song, artist, more cast, new visual. Going back to Friday, The Angel Next Door Spoils Me Rotten Anime's Love Story promo video streamed. Oh, Toonami airs One Piece Dragon Ball Z Toriko anime crossover on March the 4th. Yeah, I was watching my One Piece DVDs, and I noticed they skipped an episode, and I was like, well, why did they skip an episode? What's going on here? And they had a disclaimer that they can't show this because I guess whoever was releasing it doesn't have the rights. Probably Funimation, but they probably don't have the rights to show Toriko. Anyways, I went out and I found it, if you know what I mean, and I watched it, and yeah, it's a side story. It's like, doesn't advance the story for One Piece any further. But I guess, if you like those characters, and because I don't know nothing about Toriko. So if you like that sort of thing, crossovers, which aren't bad, if they're two of your favorite franchises. But yeah, it'll be official on March the 4th. So if you can wait for that, you can watch it. Next up, David Matranga voices Nicholas D. Wolfwood in Trigun Stampede, anime's English dub. Universal Orlando announces Super Nintendo World. Oh, this is awesome. When I saw the one in Japan open up, I definitely wanted to go there. Pardon me, that was had to hit the old cough button there. New area planned for Epic Universe Theme Park. Universal Parks and Resorts Chairman and Chief Executive Officer Mark Woodbury announced on Wednesday that the Universal Orlando Resort in Florida will add a new Super Nintendo World area. The area will be part of the upcoming Epic Universe theme park, which is scheduled to open in 2025. Comcast had confirmed during an earnings call in January 2020 that it would open a Super Nintendo World area at Epic Universe Universal Orlando, purchased a 400-acre lot across the street from the main Universal Orlando Resort Park in 2018. The new park was initially scheduled to open in 2023 before construction delays took place due to the COOF. Yes, indeed. Seems to be always what happens. Construction crews have restarted work at the park. Super Nintendo World opened at Universal Studios Hollywood theme park on Friday. Attractions include Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge, Toadstool Cafe, 1-Up Factory, character meet and greets, and interactive features using special power-up band wristbands. Universal Studios Japan opened its Super Nintendo World area in March 2021. The park had originally planned to open the area in late July 2020 in time for the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, but delayed the opening to prevent crowding as a countermeasure against the COOF. The Olympics event itself had been delayed until 2021 also. The park then planned to open the area in February 2021, but this was again postponed. The first phase of the Super Nintendo World area opened with 2 rides named Super Mario Kart Ride and Yoshi's Adventures. Visitors to the attractions are given magnetic power-up bands that allow visitors to interact with the attractions, such as hitting real-life question mark blocks. The wristbands are also to keep track of scores, including a park-wide ranking board, coins, and stars from various rides, and they are able to interact with a game console. The effort is part of a larger planned Nintendo-themed initiative that Universal's adding to its own theme parks. I mean, good on Universal. This is a big franchise, and it is going to draw in a lot of people, myself included. I really want to go and see Super Mario World. Super Nintendo World. It would be a fun time, for sure. Otakon hosts BL manga artist Kyoko Aiba. BL is Boys Love, in case you didn't know. The Great Cleric anime reveals main cast staff visual, July premiere. Spooky Spirit Shooting Gallery game launches in West in spring 2023. What's this all about? Have a look here. It said the Switch. Arcade-style game launches for the Switch. Axis Games announced on Thursday that it will launch the Spooky Spirit Shooting Gallery game for Nintendo Switch in spring 2023. The game was previously slated for a summer 2023 release. The arcade-style game has 3 modes: Carnival Mode, which lets players choose between 2 stages and progress through various levels; Party Mode, in which players team up or challenge each other in mini-games; and the Spirit Stairway Challenge, which players can unlock by succeeding in Party Mode. Axis Games describes the game: shoot various goodies and spooky spirits that appear in the festival booths to win tokens and a chance to go spirit hunting at the local haunted house. In minigame mode, players may choose to either compete against friends or work together to clear over 10 challenges. The game launched as Moshikashite Obake no Katakiya in Japan in July 2021. So there we go, a little shooter coming to the Switch. Megaton Musashi Season 2 delays last 2 episodes further due to COOF. Saving 80,000 gold in another world for my retirement, anime's second promo video streamed. This sounds pretty intriguing here. I have not watched it yet, but it's because the main character goes back and forth between the 2 worlds, the one she lives in and the other one. It's sounds interesting. The Cafe Terrace and its Goddesses anime streams character video for Akane Houji. Homecomings performs ending theme for Insomniac's after-school anime. Majo Shoujo Magical Destroyers anime reveals 4 more cast members. My Hero Academia anime reveals cast for 2nd, 3rd generation, one for all characters. Oh man. I don't want spoilers. I haven't gotten through season 5 yet. In Another World with My Smartphone 2 anime reveals second promo video, April 3rd debut. Back to Thursday, Black Clover, Sword of the Wizard King anime film delayed to June 16th. Guess what the delay is from? Yes, just take a wild stab in the dark. Yeah, it's probably the Koof. And it is. Psychopath Providence 10th anniversary film teaser reveals theme song. Zom 100 Bucket List of the Dead anime cast Tomori Kusunoki as Shizuka. Oh, never heard of that one. Spy Classroom anime delays 8th episode due to, say it with me. Go ahead. The Koof. Yes. 2 Cute Crisis TV anime debuts on April 7th. 2 Cute Crisis. Yurika Kubo performs ending theme song for The Legendary Hero is Dead anime. Rent-A-Girlfriend anime season 3 premieres in July. Masamune-kun's Revenge R anime season delayed by 3 months. Guess why it's delayed? Come on, everybody, say it. Yes. Oof. Amame, Warrior at the Borderline anime gets new Doko Nosoki work. A lot of these I haven't heard of. Back to Wednesday, live action Okiku and the World Film gets Untaro Tabe Monogatari spin-off picture book short anime. The Apothecary Diaries novel about palace intrigue get 2023 TV anime. North American anime manga releases. Flying Ship Studio collaborates with Verite Entertainment on Captain Ball anime series. We are just getting a plethora of anime shows now. This is truly a golden era for us anime fans. I can remember way back in the 80s and in the 90s, you were just happy to get anything because so few shows ever came over here and got dubbed, or even anything that would resemble being fan subbed. So you took what you got and you liked it no matter what. But now, just with the amount of variety, everything out there, it's amazing. Truly, we are spoiled now. You may not realize it, but we are. Back to Tuesday, Eden Zero Anime Season 2 video reveals Element Forecast. Opening song, April 1st debut. The Idolmaster Cinderella Girls U149 Anime's video reveals opening song, April 5th debut. Sanrio reveals Kuromi's Pretty Journey short anime. Okay, well, if you're a fan of Sanrio, that's who does Hello Kitty and such like that, and it'll be get an anime out of it. Netflix confirms Pluto anime series in 2023 with sneak peek video. I'm on to you, Netflix. I'm just watching you. I'd be very careful about anything Netflix decides to put out. Next up, Crunchyroll adds Demon Slayer anime's Kimetsu Academy Story spin-off shorts. Oh, good. If you guys get Crunchyroll, then tune into some Demon Slayer shorts. High Dive adds more English dubbed episodes for Kaiji anime. Okay. High Dive is really doing well, and it's good to see. They got to give Crunchyroll some run for their money. Charade Maniac's visual novel heads west for Switch in summer. This is under game. Dragon Ball, the Breakers game Season 2 trailer reveals Vegeta, Yajirobe, Chi-Chi, King Furry. I don't remember King Furry. Oh, for all you volleyball fans, Haikyuu Touch the Dream mobile game to launch on February 28th. Don't do it. They can turn these mobile games off in an instant, so I definitely don't purchase mobile games. Future Kid Takara, Hana the Last Diviner, Jetro collaboration anime projects reach Kickstarter goals. Okay. I'm always interested in seeing Kickstarters, if they're able to get as much money as they need. Shogakuken lists Pluto animated series with Netflix streaming. Yuri is My Job anime reel's second promo video, main visual, opening theme song, April 6th debut. Hamanaki Sekai no Kamisama Katsuro TV anime reveals April premiere, theme song artists. Never heard of that one before either. Why Raeliana ended up at the Duke's Mansion anime premieres on April 10th. Onikawa Over the Moon second season anime confirms April debut, reveals theme song artists. Okay, Demon Slayer, The Swordsmith Village arc stays at number 1. The first slam dunk returns to number 2. Back to Monday. Vinland Saga anime season 2 streams original episode 6.5 short. Okay. Here we go. I know some people have been looking forward to this. Uncle from Another World anime finale rescheduled to March 8th after, say it with me, coof delay. High Dive to stream Helk anime. I know we looked that up when it was on Blaine's stream on Friday. It was mentioned, Helk was mentioned. So it might be something worth checking out. In case you weren't there. High Dive announced on Monday that it will stream the television anime adaptation of Nanaki Nanano's Helk manga for the summer 2023 season. The company streamed an English subtitled trailer. It will premiere in July, and it will star all these people. They usually give you a rundown as to... There it is. The manga describes the first volume. 3 months have passed since the Demon Lord was struck down, and the Demon Realm is holding a tournament to select his replacement. The leading contestant is Helk, a human hero who claims to hate his own kind. Some aren't happy with the idea of a human becoming the next Demon Lord. Especially Vermilio, the Red. She wants nothing more than to protect demonkind and prove Helk to be their enemy, even if she has to rig the competition to do it. So that sounds pretty strange that a human, he's a self-hating human and he wants to be the Demon Lord, and this must be him here. Let's extinguish the human race. She's like, who the hell are you? Could be up for some good laughs, I think. I don't like it. It doesn't take me back to where I left off here. There we go. The first slam dunk tops last Evangelion film as number 12 all-time anime film in Japan. Well then. That's surprising. Demon Slayer, Swordsmith Village arc's first episode theatrical screenings earn 2 billion yen. Nice to see that it's doing so well. My love story with Yamada-kun at level 999 anime reveals first promo video, more cast, staff. Nintendo states it will determine US $70 game prices on case-by-case basis. Okay, this is something that Nintendo's upcoming Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom game priced at $70 US. Video game news website Game Informer reported last Wednesday that Nintendo commented regarding the $70 price for the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom game, stating, "We determine the suggested retail price for any Nintendo product on a case-by-case basis." When asked if the $70 price will be the trend for Nintendo titles going forward, the company reiterated, "No, we determine the suggested retail price for any Nintendo product on a case-by-case basis." Nintendo is the latest company to price its new game at $70, following Sony, Ubisoft, and Electronic Arts. Standard game price is around US $60. Nintendo unveiled a new trailer for The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom game during its Nintendo Direct presentation last Wednesday. The game will launch on the Switch on May 12th. Nintendo describes the game. An epic adventure across the land and skies of Hyrule awaits in The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom for the Nintendo Switch. The adventure is yours to create in a world fueled by your imagination. In this sequel, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, you'll decide your own path through the sprawling landscapes of Hyrule and the mysterious islands floating in the vast skies above. Can you harness the power of Link's new abilities to fight back against the malevolent forces that threaten the kingdom? The sequel game was previously delayed from 2022 to spring 2023 in order to extended development time. And I don't mind that. That's fine. Delay a game as long as it's to make it better. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild launched for Switch and Nintendo Wii U in March 2017. The game won Game of the Year at the 35th Golden Joystick Awards ceremony in November 2017, won Game of the Year at the Game Awards 2017 in December 2017, and won Game of the Year at the South by Southwest Gaming Awards ceremony in March 2018. I'm looking forward to the new Zelda game. Definitely want to try it out. I have played through Breath of the Wild and I've played through Age of Calamity, so I had a good time with both of those. I should just tell it to open in a new tab, I think, instead of doing this every time. But we'll see what happens. I mean, I've been paying $70, sometimes $80. Excuse me. Sometimes $80 for brand new Nintendo games. That's Canadian dollars. So that means it's going to be even more for me. If you're paying $70 US, it's probably going to be, I don't know, closer to $90, I guess. We'll see what happens. Bofuri Anime's second season delays 7th episode by 2 weeks due to the, say it with me, Koof. Echoes of Mana smartphone game ends service. There you go. Another smartphone game ending service. So you pay into it, you pay, microtransactions, all that kind of junk, and they just end service on you. You can never play it again. Oh, Octopath Traveler 2 game's prologue demo trailer streamed. I started Octopath Traveler 1, and I need to finish that because it looks like a great game, but it's just finding the time. Wild Hearts Games' latest video introduces Minato Village. Art Cocktail Colorful Anime to air on March 21st and 28th. I think we're back to Sunday. Yes, we are. And yes, that is it. Oh, in case I didn't mention it, Tankole Season 2 finale to air on March 25th. I like my Fleet Girls, and this one is quite the change from the first season. Second season seems a little darker, and it's pretty good. There's a lot of battles going on, and the Fleet Girls are up against the wall when it comes to dealing with the enemy. So I'm hoping they come out on top victorious. We only have 2 episodes left, I think. So, and that looks like we're all caught up now for news of the week. Unless there's something new. Nope. Oh, here's something here. Voice actor Kyosei Tsukui loses voice after tracheotomy due to ALS. That is terrible. The guy's lifeblood. You're a voice actor and you lose your voice due to a tracheotomy. And he has ALS. I mean, ugh. The guy's just getting pummeled. Let's read this then. Voice actor Kyosei Tsukui revealed on his blog on Friday that he was given a tracheotomy and has now lost his voice. Tsukui posted a YouTube video featuring him in his hospital bed and using a digital voice software to speak. He stated in the video description that he lost his voice sooner than he had expected, adding, "But as a person with ALS, this feels like the starting point." He said the video was hospitalized in early December and underwent surgery for the tracheotomy on December 9th. He stated he no longer able to move his arms or legs, but can still communicate using digital voice software. He asked fans to continue to cheer him on. Tsukui revealed in October 2019 that he had been diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, or ALS. He underwent 4 weeks of medical testing and treatment with hospitalization before receiving the diagnosis. He stated in 2019 that he wanted to continue forward as much as possible with the support of his agency and family. His major roles in anime included Black Blood Brothers, Azuki-chan's, Makoto Sakaguchi, Fantasia's Dolls, Rinto Mikasa, and Scryed, Great Cougar, Tamako Maret, Shoji Yumoto, Cyber City, Ueda 808s, He Is My Master, Psychic Force, Zombie Loans, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Legend of the Super Mutants. So there we go. That is terrible for that fellow there. I don't like to see anybody get ALS. Alright, so that's the news of the week, everyone. And next up, moving on to the main event, which is romance anime. And I had told you it is, or I had given some hints, if you had heard on Blaine's Escape Corner. And also, I believe I did some on the community tab. Anyway, this is an anime that was made more famous by Disney. And it came out in 1975, and it is a well-known, or it should be anyway, Disney has made it well-known due to their version. And that turned out to be The Little Mermaid. And this is the anime for The Little Mermaid. And as we know, the story of The Little Mermaid, you have the young mermaid who sees a prince, and she will do anything she can because she falls in love with him and goes to the surface. And that includes sacrificing her ability to be a mermaid. So, I believe I even wrote some notes for this because it is something that I had to write about. So the anime is an hour-long show, or an hour-long movie. And there is some notable differences right off the bat. I believe the anime sticks to the story a lot closer than the Disney adaptation. As you often know, Disney likes to Disneyfy it. Everybody gets a happy ending, and they cut down on anything to do with, blood and such. And So as I was watching it, I was obviously doing comparisons. So if you tune into this movie, which is not easy to find, I had a hard time finding it subtitled. I believe there's an English dub too, because I watched it when I was a little kid. So first off, right off the bat, her name is Marina. It's not Ariel. It's I don't know where they got Ariel from. Her name's Marina, and she doesn't have a fish called Flounder as a friend, and she doesn't have Sebastian. She has a friend called Fritz, and he is a dolphin. So obviously, as the story goes, there is a storm caused by the sea witch, which sinks a ship. The ship goes down into the water, and Marina goes searching because she's curious. She wants to know about the world above the ocean. She is not allowed to go to the surface right now because she's too young. All her sisters can go, but she can't. She's too young. She needs to have her rite of passage, and she gets a special pearl flower that allows her to go to the surface. So when this excuse me, when the ship sinks, it has a statue of the prince, and right away she falls in love with the prince just by looking at it. She's like, "Oh, this is my prince. I really want to see him. I want to go up on land." She goes. Okay, so they go to she goes to back to the palace. She gets scolded for being out by her father. But her grandmother comes to the rescue and says, "Well, you know what? We will give you your rite of passage, even though you're a little young, but we'll give you the rite of passage so that you can go with your sisters up to the surface." She's great. She's ecstatic. This is great. At that time, the sea witch, I'm just sort of reading my notes here, just trying to get everything in order. She can't wait, so she sneaks out at night with Fritz's help. Fritz tells her to sneak out. She can't wait to go up to the surface, so she wants to go. She goes, and they sneak up there using a whale. And when she gets to the surface for the first time, she sees the moon. And it's amazing for her to see the moon. Never seen it before. And also feeling the wind on her face. Never felt that before. And there's a large ship going by with a celebration going on with fireworks and everything, and both of them, Marina and Fritz, are just spellbound by the view. And then she sees the prince on the ship. But then at that time, the sea witch causes a big storm trying to sink the ship, and it just decimates the ship, and it sinks it with the prince. With the prince seeking refuge on part of the mast, Marina goes to his rescue and takes him back up to the surface through the rough waves and to land. She worries he might die, but he shows signs of stirring. She then pulls a scale from her tail and puts it on his wounded shoulder. And it looks like the ringing of a nearby school bell startles Marina, and she heads back to the ocean. She heads back where she finally receives her flower with pearl and is allowed to go up to the surface. And the sea witch is watching Marina now, and she has something planned for her. She spends time in the shipwreck, yearning for the prince, and she hugs his statue, and she has a crazy idea of seeing the sea witch to make her human. Fritz thinks she's crazy to do it, but she will not listen to reason. The sea witch's caves have a lot of skulls, and a big guardian squid in it. So she talks to the sea witch and makes a deal with her. She can have legs to be with her prince, but she will never again be able to become a mermaid and swim to the castle in the bottom of the sea. Also, if he weds someone else, her heart will break on their wedding day, and she will turn to sea foam. And finally, she must give up her voice. She agrees and comes out of the witch's castle speechless. She has the vial of potion, and she pays a last visit to the castle. She leaves Fritz and the underwater world behind. On the beach, she hesitantly drinks the potion and goes to work on her. Although she can't scream, we can see that she's in pain from the transformation, and as the sun rises, she now has a pair of human legs. Laying on the beach, unconscious and unclothed, the prince, while looking out the window, spots her and runs to help her. She's taken to the castle and there is clothed and made to feel at home. A month goes by, and she is playing the harp for the prince. They hear a ruckus outside and see Fritz getting pelted with rocks by some local brats. So she's ecstatic now. Marina is with her prince. She was able to be with him, although, as in the Disney version, she has no voice. She can't talk. And if he falls in love with somebody else and weds, she'll turn to sea foam, and she'll never be allowed to be a mermaid again. So the one day they go on a horseback ride, and she gets thrown off her horse thanks to a scheming cat. There's a cat that works with one of the ministers that wants to break up the prince and Marina. So the wolves attack her, and the prince fights them off. And it looks like the minister and the cat are in on it to break up the princess and Marina. It seems like it was all a setup, and the king and queen don't want the prince to with Marina. So this is tragedy. The prince really doesn't. He really hates this. He wants to stay with Marina, but he gets taken to another kingdom to meet his betrothed, and they fall in love and get married. Meanwhile, Marina is out on a rock in the bay and signals Fritz to say goodbye to him, and because she knows she will turn into sea foam when the sun rises. She gets onto the ship with the prince and his bride, and she rides the ship out into the sea. And as it goes along, her sisters call to her from the ocean, and she goes to hear what they have to say. What happened is they cut their hair and gave it to the sea witch for a magic dagger. So this is a little different from the Disney version, of course. I don't remember her having to stab the prince to regain her being a mermaid. But yeah, she must stab the prince with it, and the blood will turn her feet back into a mermaid tail, and she will be saved. So she quietly goes down into the prince's room and approaches the sleeping prince. She spends a long time with the blade in the air, but cannot bring herself to kill him, as she loves him more than life itself. This is very tragic. She heads up to the deck to await the rising sun. She says a tearful farewell to everyone and asks for forgiveness. Awakened by the flashing light of the dagger dropped into the sea, the prince rushes up on deck to see Marina standing on the edge as she dives in and he calls her name frantically. There in the ocean, as the sun hits her body, she peacefully turns to sea foam, and the lights and bubbles float up and out of the sea as the prince watches. He holds the pearl and scale from her tail, and realizes it was her that rescued him that day. Her spirit was lifted up and out of the ocean as Fritz shouted her name sadly. So what a tragic story this is for those that we've been inundated with Disney for so long and their version of The Little Mermaid where everything works out happily ever after. You know, Ariel and the prince and Prince Eric, I believe they call him. They get married at the end, and you know, the Ursula, the sea witch, gets impaled on a ship. But this is very sad. So, as I had said before, it was the girl chasing after her prince, and she did manage to get him, but with a lot of barriers in the way. Her not talking, being able to talk, or not being able to go back into the sea again. And if he wed someone else and fell in love with somebody else, Marina would still turn into sea foam. So very tragic love story. But I do like the Hans Christian Andersen version better, because it's a lot more. It's not all sugar coated. There are. It's a very emotional movie, as you can see. Like even her friend Fritz, the dolphin, shows a lot of emotion for her, because he wants to be her friend. And it's tough to see. Hey, Angry Canadian! Good to see you. You're actually awake, but heading to bed soon, just doing some late night stuff. Hey, that's alright. I'm doing some early morning stuff. Just talking about the romantic anime. This is where the girl is chasing her Prince Charming. But it is very tragic, because it is the true story of the Little Mermaid. Not the Disney version, which we've all been exposed to for the longest time. I don't think anybody knows the true version of the Little Mermaid. But I did have a good time watching it. It brought back a lot of memories, because I watched it when I was a kid, and I really thought this would be a very good one for the romantic themes of February. But yes, The Little Mermaid by Hans Christian Andersen. Oh, and I could show you some pictures here rather than just the background. You'll be able to see the differences right away. She's not redhead like the Disney version. She's blonde. And they have strategically placed hair so that you don't get to see every exposure of them. And the animation is obviously 70s animation. It's going to look like that. Nothing can be helped about that. But it was good. There's a few musical interludes. I wouldn't say they're like songs like a Disney one. You're not going to get a musical or anything like that with people singing. Nothing like Under the Sea or anything like that. There's no Sebastian the Crab or Flounder. It's just Marina and Fritz, the dolphin. And there she is with the prince. And there's the evil sea witch. I don't know why this dagger is red. There should not be any blood on it, because she did not stab the prince. But she did spend an awful long time thinking about it. But she cared so much for him that she would rather die than to have him die. So a very tragic love story. Oh, there we go. Somebody did a comparison. There's Ariel and Flounder, and Marina and Fritz. Why is he called Fritz? Because Hans Christian Andersen was Danish. This is all from Denmark. And if you watch the show, there will be a live action beginning to it, explaining to the watcher that Hans Christian Andersen is from Denmark. So there we go. That is another one down for the romantic month of February. And all you people who love the Valentine's Day. So, from here, tomorrow I'm going to celebrate my 1 year of being on YouTube. So, I am quite excited about that. I'm hoping it works out well. And a hello to you too, Alex Moore. Just explaining, tomorrow is going to be my 1 year of uploading stuff to YouTube again. I had uploaded videos years ago, like when YouTube was first around in 2006. But obviously, once Google bought them in 2012, the crackdown came, and I was like, okay, fine, you're going to be like that. I am not going to upload things. Until I got encouraged, and I did it. And haven't looked back since. So, tomorrow is a holiday for me in Canada, and I think it is for the US as well. It's President's Day. I don't know if that's a stat holiday. I hope anybody can tell me. Family Day is a provincial holiday here, so each province can choose to have it or not, and we have it tomorrow. So it's nice, another day off work. What news was missed? Well, hello, Mike from Pacific 414. Nice to see you. I didn't see any major news, Alex, that was too groundbreaking or shattering, anything like that. I did like the news about the Super Nintendo World. Universal Orlando announces Super Nintendo World. I know the one in Universal in California was up and running, and when it came out in Japan, I really wanted to run there and go there. Like, honestly, being a Nintendo fan that I am, it'd be so cool to be in a place where it's Nintendo themed. And yes. And then I went through the main event of The Little Mermaid, but from 1975, where it sticks very closely to the original story by Hans Christian Andersen. And it was rather than it being a Disney one, it's a very tragic ending. So I encourage anybody to get a different perspective than the Disney version, because they always Disneyfy things where everybody's happily ever after and all that. And it's always like a big musical. But yes, tomorrow is my 1 year celebration, and I'm going to have just a live stream at 1 p.m. Mountain Time. And if anybody wants to come on, I think I'll have a link so that people can come on and we can chat about anything you want. But let's make sure it's within terms of service and all that. You don't want to get me punted off YouTube. You live 40 minutes away from Super Nintendo World Japan? Swing on by. Oh, don't tempt me there, AC. I'll take you up on that. I do want to go to Japan this year. I'm going to have to plan it for me and my wife. I want to spend at least 2 weeks there. I want to go to the Mugiwara store because I'm a big One Piece fan. And going to Universal, that would be great to see Super Nintendo Land. Hey, thank you, Mike. I couldn't have done it without you. You're one of the guys that helped me out here to get me into this streaming onto YouTube and such. So I owe you a big thanks. I've had a great time with being on your show. So yeah, I do want to take a trip to Japan this year. I'm just hoping that I don't have to wear a mask all the way across the ocean on a stupid airplane. And that Japan hasn't, hopefully Japan can peel back their laws about masks and everything like that, because I am not a big fan of that at all. I think they don't work, and I don't want to do it. So yes. What else? Oh yes. Ah, you don't blame me. March is when they're supposed to relax the mask. Okay, good. Yeah, I would show up maybe in September or October, just for the fact that, well, it's not that super hot there. You'll stop by my stream tomorrow, Mike? Hey, right on. That's great. Yeah, I mean, 1 p.m. Mountain, that's 3 p.m. Eastern. And that's noon Pacific time. I don't know if you'll be able to, you'll probably be sleeping AC if it's 1 p.m. Mountain. We'll see how it goes. I got to get it all set up. I got to get Restream set up and see if I can figure out how to get that working nicely. I haven't had anybody ever on my streams before, so this is all new for me, having guests on and such. I think 5 a.m. Well, hey, I get up at 5 a.m. to go to work, so that doesn't mean you have to. Where are we getting along here? Well, it's getting to be the top of the hour. Yeah, so I will continue on. Coming up this week, like I say, Monday, because it's a holiday, the 1-year celebration. Tuesday, so successive days in a row will be Trades Talk Tuesday. That's at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. And as you're well aware, or if not, that's when I talk about the trades, because I feel it's so important nowadays for people to know a skilled trade. If you're unsure as to what you're doing with your career, or if you don't have one, or if you're just starting out, or if you know somebody that's just starting out, or if you know somebody that's in the trades, talk to them about it. See what you can do. There is a major shortage of skilled tradesmen out there. When I say tradesmen, I mean women as well. I just say it just because it's force of habit. Yes, there is a major shortage. So, there being a major shortage means you can pick and choose which company to work for. You can, within reason, negotiate better wage for yourself. And people will pay that because the older journeymen are retiring. And there's nobody filling in the spaces that are left open. So what companies are doing is trying to hang on to them even longer. So the time of 65-year-olds retiring at that age might be getting bumped up to even longer. When you're that old, you don't want to keep working, at least, or at least not full time anyway, maybe part time. But it is an opportunity just waiting to be plucked for people. You will have so much. You can work as little as you like. You can make good money. You can live the life you want to live. I think it's very important. And that's what I talk about. How to get into it, what to expect. I'll share some of my stories about projects I've been on, things I've seen, how I've made it this far without dying. Because, that's always a possibility when you're on the job site. You work industrial, You're exposed to industrial hazards. So it's always good. You got to remember to yourself, you have people that care about you, and you want to always come home to them. And that's on Trades Talk Tuesday. Lightening up a bit is on Saturday, which is game day. Right now, I am working through Legend of Zelda: The Minish Cap. I am having a good old time. Sometimes I'm blind as a bat because I can't see where I should bomb walls and such, but now I've got it all figured out, so I can continue on. I may or may not have looked up what I need to do next, because, doesn't makes for a pretty boring stream if you're just running around and not accomplishing anything. So I did a slight little peek. We'll put it that way. Don't hold it against me. It's not easy mode. Don't you dare tell me it's easy mode. And that's on Saturday. And then on next Sunday, same time, it will be the last of the romance anime. Because February is ending, Valentine's Day is over, the month of love will fade away, and I will pick another anime to choose and see if it will be good, and stick with that theme. And that is it, my friends. I want to say it's been great. Which was today's romance one? It was The Little Mermaid from 1975. We look on here on the analyst, and it says, Marina, the most beautiful mermaid in the royal merman family, is curious about the human world. One day she sees a handsome prince on a boat. Suddenly a storm comes up, throwing him into the sea. Marina saves her handsome prince and guides him to the shore. She falls deeply in love and desperately wants to become human. Despite the hazard, she is willing to risk it all for love. You only give the people I like a hard time about playing on easy mode? That's fine. Yeah, that's no problem. You can't select easy mode on a Zelda game. At least not on the Minish Cap. Yeah, no problem, Alex. Just letting you know. I watched The Little Mermaid, this one, as a kid. And then the Disney one came out, and it just steamrolled over everything. Because that's what Disney does. They make animated, Disneyfied fairy tales. And, everyone lives happily ever after, nobody gets killed. Or at least the good people don't get killed. And yeah, that was I enjoyed it. It stuck really close to the original story, whereas the Disney one veers off. And of course, it's more of a musical, because Disney likes to do their musicals. So yeah, hope everyone had a good time today. Just a little bit longer here. How long will I stream for my celebration? If I start at 1 o'clock, I could go until probably 5. I don't know if it'll last that long. I don't know how many people will show up. I'm just a little YouTuber. I'm not big, so. But it'll be good, quality instead of quantity, right? Okay, Mike, thanks for coming out. You take care too, buddy. And we'll see you tomorrow. But yeah, I'll try to stream as long as I can there, AC, just to see if you can make it by. Would like to have you on. And yeah, we'll be talking about, just anything we want. Anything we want to talk about, And I also do like talking to other creators to see what they're doing. Not so I can copy them, but I would like to know, like, what streaming platform they like to use the best, and what they do, how they prep, what they use for equipment and such like that. Because it's interesting. I like to get in there and share ideas with them back and forth, and that way we can help each other out and help the channels grow, hopefully. I think you can swing by 2 hours in and listen in an hour, around the time I ride the subway to school. If you didn't have school, you would join in with you. Okay. Well, that's all right. I do appreciate the listening time. It all adds up to watch hours and all that. So I'm trying to get my hours up. I don't know whether I'm too early. It could be. Although people that are in the Eastern time zone are usually up by the time I start streaming. But, it's just about getting the word out there. Speaking of which, probably going to close out the stream now. I'm all done. I'm all finished with my main topic of The Little Mermaid. And I believe it was done by Toei. It was done by Toei Animation. Can't wait to do a stream someday. Yeah, I think that'd be all right. We got to kind of line up the old hours there so that it's not like super early and late for both of us. So maybe a weekend sometime. Got to figure out the old time zone change. The time change. I have it here on my phone. I should be able to tell you what it is. Because I always have different cities in my... Yeah. Okay, it's 2 a.m. apparently in Tokyo. Yikes. Yes, sir. Scheduling, you betcha. Well, it's time to wrap it up then. We'll keep in touch on Discord. I know you're on there. I do have a Discord. It's called The Shop. And that's where all the tradesmen hang out and shoot the breeze with each other. They hang out at the shop. So I'd like to thank everybody. People like Alex Moore and Mike from Pacific 414 and Angry Canadian. Pronounce it Canadien, I think, eh? Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I'm glad you catch me live too. It's always nice. I can only catch you when I'm going to work in the morning. But every little bit helps. Like watching you play the Fire Emblem Engage. So don't forget, everybody, hit that like button. Tell your friends and spread the word. Let them know I'm out here. I'm here every weekend. Every Saturday, every Sunday. Barring any kind of emergencies or anything like that. I know you have your choice of channels, and I appreciate you watching this one. And there are other channels out there that put out good content as well. People like Mike from Pacific 414. There's Blaine from Blaine's Escape Corner. There's Ronin66. And DJ Ronnie G. There's Brandon the Anime Guy. There's the Nerdporeal Lifeform. Whoopa Troopa, once he gets better internet, he'll start putting out good content again. And finally, well, I shouldn't say finally, there's Punk Waddle at Floor from Under a Rock. And tune in to the Angry Canadian. Another person that puts out good content that you should watch. I'm out there on Twitter. Yeah, Twitter. Ugh. The only reason I'm there is to advertise my channel. Otherwise, I wouldn't be there. I got videos on Bitchute, Odysee, and Rumble. What we're watching today, Ronin66. Where were you? Today is The Little Mermaid by Hans Christian Andersen, made by Toei in 1975. This is not the Disney version. I repeat, this is not the Disney version. This sticks very close to the original story. And it was quite enjoyable. Getting the stream set up? Nice. Yeah, I'll catch you next time, AC. Get yourself some sleep there. It's pretty late. But yeah. And I have videos on Bitchute, Odysee, and Rumble, because they are not as heavy-handed as YouTube is. So tomorrow will be my 1-year anniversary of uploading stuff, Ronan, in case you're wondering. I'll have some people coming on live, so having some guests. Hoping that people will show up. It's going to be at 1 p.m. Mountain Time, and yeah, we'll go from there. We'll hopefully have a good time. We'll talk about whatever we like, and yeah, just shoot the breeze. It'll be a nice chill stream. But yeah, that is it for me, everyone. I was so glad to have you guys come out. I really appreciate it. I find, yeah, thanks, Ronan. Yeah, appreciate that. In case you can't stop by, that's okay. I hope you're able to, though. It'll be alright. But yes, I'm very grateful for the people that I've gotten to know and the people that stop by to watch me. It makes you feel good. You're able to share what you like with other people. That's important. But until tomorrow, I've been Pop Culture Mechanic, and I am signing off.